Hello there. So I have 2 blocks and 1 band, and we're going to do a couple of extra hamstring strengthening exercises to help you get into those hammies. So the first one, what we're going to do is work on hip strength and hip articulation to be able to build your quad strength, build the ability to straighten your leg, but also to build the activity in the sides of your glutes. This also helps if you have sciatica, because sometimes with sciatica we often are not able to activate our glutes, so this is a great way to have feedback to activate it, and that also can impact our flexibility. So just above the knee crease you're going to put the blocks here, and this is where you're going to have this movement, okay? You're going to place the band for the first exercise onto the outsides of your feet, just like this. You're going to tilt your pelvis here. So I'm not rounded, I'm tilting my pelvis. I'm going to push into the bands, and you're going to hold one of your feet on the ground in a bent position and the other one is going to lengthen. You can have your hands for support. Ideally, what I would suggest is put yourself against a wall. Your bottom needs to touch the wall and your shoulders need to touch the wall here, okay? That would be my ideal recommendation. From here, you're going to push into the bands and lift one leg. Now lift it as far as you think that it's straight, and then push a little further and down. You're going to feel the activity here and of course here. Make sure you're really extending the push into the band on either side, working on the hip so the bottom is touching the wall, the shoulders are touching the wall, the core is strong. So you're going to lift, straighten again at the very top, because there's going to be a little bit more that you can do. Eventually over time it's going to become a lot easier. If you feel a pinch here, it may be that you're too much leaning into this movement, so you may have to come off the wall just for a moment to release off and maybe not lift as high. But ideally you want to again have those contact points on the wall to have the proper feeling of this. And so you're going through 10 repetitions and you're lifting up, and then you're going to go up again, keeping the push to the side and the squeeze on the quadriceps and the tilt in the pelvis and contact points on the wall and down. This is really going to help you to strengthen the areas around that stabilize the hip, to help you hold the hip position, pelvis position, to be able to lengthen through the hamstrings. The next one, what we're going to do is we're going to put a block between our bottom and our heel, just like this. Now that can be hard enough alone, so if you haven't drunk enough water you could feel a foot cramp here, so be mindful. And from here, hands are underneath the shoulders. You're going to curl in as much as possible. It's probably not going to be that much. Round your back, bring the knee in as high as possible, and then you're going to straighten up, flat back. Your glutes are going to feel a nice burn. You're not going to dump here. And you're going to do these little scorpion movements to get the underbutt active. The underbutt is very, very important to hamstring flexibility, because to increase hamstring flexibility you need to have a strong bottom, but you also need to have support of the bottom to have strong hamstrings. Now if you wanted to advance this, you bring your arms up a little bit out so that they're no longer underneath your shoulders. You start the same way, curling in, a little bit rounded, and then as you extend out, you're going to push back, but don't rotate up or down. Push back and lift up. This one is a lot harder. Keep your ribs engaged, glutes on, very, very much a stronger movement. So from behind, let me change legs just to give it a little bit of activity on both legs. So from behind, it's going to be here. You're going to curl in, round your back, hands are underneath your shoulders right now, and then push up. And if you're doing the more advanced one, as you push up, make sure you don't rotate out, keep those hips square. And if you're doing the more advanced one, arms come out, keep the ribs in, you're going to curl in all the same. As you push back, keep making sure that you're elongating the spine, not rounding or dumping, and not opening up. And then push back and squeeze that block as you push that leg up. Really, really fiery. These will definitely help to support the hamstring activity and opening. And I know it's counterintuitive because, as I mentioned, We really want to just go into stretching, but stretching alone often doesn't give us the results that we need. Strengthening is a key component to flexibility. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. Your support means the world to continue to making content to support your needs. And have a great day full of magic. Namaste.